When you think of fantasy role-playing games on the Amiga, the name which springs to mind is Eye of the Beholder 2, The Legend of Darkmoon, Westwood Associates' massive hit from 1992. Heralded as the best and most faithful representation of a Dungeons & Dragons RPG since FTL's all-time classic, Dungeon Master. Eye of the Beholder held the #1 spot in Adventureland until Mindscape's Nightmare appeared. But let's check out why I thought Eye of the Beholder 2 was the best of its kind, period. Emerging from the festering sewers beneath Waterdeep, your trusty friend, Kelvin, gleefully expresses his gratitude for your efforts in the first adventure, and his ecstasy of the news that you've volunteered for the next one. Things go from bad to worse when he also informs you that, in a fit of extreme generosity and blind stupidity, you've donated all the artifacts, scrolls and valuables you fought so hard to obtain underground to the city. People have been mysteriously disappearing in the north and west of the town, and it's your task to find out why. The first thing that strikes you about Eye of the Beholder 2 is its ease of entry. Although the game comes with a large and comprehensive manual, it's easy to pick up the rudimentary functions within minutes of exploration, and the more complex manoeuvres within an hour. It was the perfect mixture of traps, objects, puzzles and monsters, which ensured the original game would be such a success, and all these aspects have been improved upon for the sequel. All favourites such as giant spiders and wolves are represented, whilst new and even more fearsome creatures await the party in the catacombs. Such new friends as the basilisk, a leathery 8-legged monster with a gaze that can turn a target to stone, and the mind flayer, which feeds on a character's psyche, causing hallucinations and possession. Occasionally, you'll chance upon someone or something that will join your party and fight alongside you. An early encounter will see a halfling thief called Incel tagging along, but with his chaotic neutral alignment, you're never quite sure if you should trust him. There are puzzles aplenty to contend with, and ominous hints from the party about the likely outcome of pulling a lever or inserting a key into a booby-trapped lock. It all conspires to create a terrific atmosphere, so edgy that it's almost a relief to come across a monster for a good old cathartic thrashing. Additionally, rather than keeping the game below ground in the original's dank and dark passages, the sequel takes us into the surrounding forest too, paving the way for an even wider selection of nasties and acquaintances, including packs of wolves, and a weird old lady who is searching for her lost child, and will offer to help you if you ask her nicely. The collected party explore in a set pattern of a square formation, with the most gullible purring at the front ready to take the brunt of the oncoming damage. Characters such as mages and clerics can't wear armour, so it's best to let the macho paladins and fighters occupy the front-running slots, whilst the soothsayers lob their spells and incantations from behind. If this method is used effectively, this enables the magicians to grow in power levels extremely quickly. The guys at the front can hack away, taking all the hits, and the magicians can heal them without incurring any wounds themselves. And all the time, they're collating massive experience points. To begin with, spells are a bit thin on the ground, but with frugal usage, there should be enough to see you through to the later, more taxing sections, where they'll really be needed. Whenever you think you're likely to get into a scrape, it's wise to have all your weapons at the ready. When battling in some RPGs, there's nothing worse than messing around with dull charts and tables, and one of Eye of the Beholder 2's greatest attributes is that there's no fumbling around with such tables during combat. The solution is also a very simple one. The screen is simply designed to show most of the character's details simultaneously. Such is the difficulty of the game. All the characters begin at experience level 7, and although a first level spell is pretty weedy in a lesser mage's hands, its power increases manifold as your experience increases. Eye of the Beholder 2 is a logical and very enjoyable follow-up to the first game. It features extremely convincing graphics, which are far improved over the first game, and the sound is of equally high quality. There's nothing more chilling than hearing the footsteps of your enemy getting louder as they come towards you, a perfect example of the game's claustrophobic atmosphere. The animation of your attacker is first rate, and the detail on the objects is both detailed and clear. Eye of the Beholder 2 was, in essence, a larger and tweaked update from the original, featuring a larger play area and a new scenario. However, I still challenge anyone to leave this adventure before they've finished it. A thoroughly enjoyable and user-friendly game which seemed to lay that sturdy old horse, Dungeon Master, to rest. They don't come much better than this, so get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. And on that note, this game definitely deserves a big thumbs up. For those of you who have always wanted to revisit this game but got stuck at certain points, I'll add a link to the solution in the description of the video. Also, likewise, I'll add the whole game manual there, or rulebook as it's referred to as. You definitely should revisit this game though, as it's bloody brilliant. Thanks for watching guys, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and do be sure to share your awesome memories of this game in the comment section. Don't forget that we have a Patreon page for those of you who want to support the channel further. Or maybe this is your first time here and you're enjoying the nostalgic memories. Well, there's plenty more games on the channel playlist. Check those out and maybe consider subscribing and joining me on this epic journey down memory lane. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.
You